Aloha everybody and welcome back to part 7 of Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. We just finished up the mines.
The boat. She be fixed and running like a kitten. This should be a calm and easy voyage. Good day to you all.
Salty, I already took the boat. It happened 2 parts ago, you know, when I was gushing about E3. I took the boat already. What, you only have 1 line of dialogue? Either way, folks, welcome back. We are back in the hub world for the last time, by the way. We're actually going to be moving on to the second hub world, Bygone Island, in the middle of this part. So this is going to be our last time seeing these canyons, seeing that chef, seeing Cliff, seeing a lot of the familiar characters that are in this area. And I'm going to be finishing up everything by doing one last side quest for the glyph and fixing up all of the repairs that I need to do. And I'm visiting the shop right now to get Super Combo and Tag Teamer up to Tier 2 now that I have 50 crowns. I'm not touching Ring Magnetism or Secret Stash yet because honestly, I don't think those abilities are all that great, and I want to save the scrap metal.
Will you help me locate medicine for my sick workers? I am desperate. I can't leave them, and I need a particular plant located in the area. Can you find some for me? Hey, can you help a poor nurse out? There are several workers that are sick. I need a particular plant that will help them heal. Can you find some for me?
Wait, are they contagious?
Oh, not at all. It just hurts their tummy, turns them blue, which I guess for you is normal. Would you be a dear and help us out?
We're on it. We'll be back in a jiff.
Sure thing, Doc Ginger, a character who is not in the TV show. The good news is, when you open up the map, all 4 locations of the plants are shown to you in relation to everything else. So you're not looking for a needle in a haystack.
Hey, Cliff was looking for you. He still should be around the end of the road. Make sure you look for him. He has something cool to show you.
Quincy, he's behind one of those gates, and like, I need a crystal in order to open that gate. So how did Cliff get behind that? Where's the shortcut? Where's the other route? How come I have to use a crystal in order to get to Cliff? What aren't you telling me, Quincy? But yeah, I got a crystal in the pit. That opens up that last gate, which will take us to the next hub world. And that's really all crystals are good for in Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. They are not the Chaos Emerald equivalent in that they'll make you supersonic or whatever.
Bounce pad.
Thanks, Amy. I'm glad you told me that was a bounce pad. We know, Amy, we know. But the crystals are just MacGuffins that just open up doorways. That's why whenever you see speedruns using like the previous patch of the game where Knuckles has the infinite jumping glitch, you can skip a lot in the game because all it really requires is that you reach certain locations by opening gates, you know?
A bounce pad.
Yes, Tails, that certainly was a bounce pad. Thank you for pointing that out, Tails. Oh my god. You know, video game developers. I don't make games. I imagine it must be really, really challenging to make a game as ambitious as this, and I'm not holding it against you, but you know, if I'm going to be doing something multiple times, such as bouncing on a bounce pad, maybe, just maybe, you don't want to associate a certain voice clip with that action, otherwise it's bounce pad, bounce pad, bounce pad, bounce pad, oh god!
They're excavating a giant robot. I would love to see it up close, but the scaffolding isn't done. I wonder if there's a way for us to help them out.
We can, Tails, with 8,000 scrap metal.
This is a big improvement. Looks like we can climb up there now. Anyone want to try it?
No, but I assume... Okay, let's work our way up.
No, but okay, let's work our way up. Sorry, game, if you're expecting me to sit and wait for all the characters to stop speaking before I move on with the game, that's not how I play. No, thank you. I'm going to be interrupting all of your dialogue. I don't care. But again, you want to fix up all of Cliff's archaeological sites. You want to repair all the damages to all the things that's been broken up, because it repopulates the hub world and it can get you a crown or two.
Why don't they use some dynamite?
It appears that they're out of it.
I think we can help them out.
Sure can, with another 8,000.
Boom goes the dynamite.
So we just uncovered another speed section. This is completely optional. This will not take us to the end of the game. We don't need it to find Doc Ginger's plants. If you destroy the dynamite, set it off, and make this pathway available, then we can find 1 or 2 crowns in this speed section and once again see how jank and weird this game really is. And dodge mine carts, I guess, although we never have to worry about running into them at all. Still, I'm just giving you an idea of how big this hub world is. I haven't really been exploring these hub worlds all that thoroughly, and since it's going to be our last time in the canyon, I figured I'd show it off and show you everything that this place has to offer, because why not? It wouldn't be a complete Let's Play without it. Even though I'm not going for 100% completion, and I'm not going to be collecting every single trinket in the game, but still, I'm going to do the most I can. I know you guys want me to speed run this and move along, but nope, 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 not going to do it. You have to sit here. You have to sit here and watch how boring this game is. I also love that, like, when you repair things, like earlier I repaired all the tents, I repaired the scaffolding with the archaeological statue thing, and it just instantly happens. Somehow I just donate the scrap metal and just immediately it happens. It just automatically places everything where it needs to go, even though I don't see any workers or whatnot. I'm going to assume Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy are not waiting an extra night, an extra 2 days before they start going after Lyric again so that this thing can be repaired, so, you know. I don't know how that scrap metal works, man, but it is magical. I don't know how 8,000 scrap metal lights a match so I can blow up some dynamite that was already there. I can't believe matches are 8,000 scrap metal. Oh my god, that's expensive. That is so freaking expensive. Again, you get scrap metal from destroying robots, finding them in chests, and I'm just holding on to them so I can repair a lot of stuff in these hub worlds. And here I am running around on water again. Again, if you touch the walls, you'll be fine. If you stop moving, you'll be fine. You're in no worry of drowning. You're in no worry of killing yourself in this body of water. So, run around to your heart's content, ladies and gentlemen. Run around to your heart's content. Before I move on to see Cliff and go on to the second hub world, I am still going to be finding all 4 of the plants that Doc Ginger asked me to find. And that means going all over the place here. You know what would make this game even better? You know what would make Rise of Lyric even better? You know what would make it even better? Wouldn't it be great if, like, Doc Ginger asked me for help, and then I run up to her, and then there's a big loading screen. Like, it just has this big loading screen that interrupts the action, and then Doc Ginger tells you what she needs, and tells you that she needs to find the 4 plants. And after she tells you that, it loads a second time. It loads 2 times in the course of this whole thing. And then, while I'm doing all of this, and I'm beating up these robots, and I'm finding her 4 plants, and then I finally go back to her, and I get my reward. I get my glyph, right? And then it has another giant loading screen to take me back to the hub world. That would be so good. That would be such a great game. That would be so exciting and not at all boring to play. I mean, since when has giant loading screens that frequently happen every 10 seconds made a game boring? I mean, come on. That just makes the game funnier. That just makes the game a much higher quality game. Obviously. I would respect Rise of Lyric a lot more if it had loading screens, because then I could laugh at YouTubers, and then I would pretend that the thing I'm laughing at is funny.
Looks like something else we can improve. However, this one I like. I consider myself a bit of a wrecking ball as well.
Yeah, well, you
I interrupt the dialogue here.
are a bit of a wreck. Done! Smash that wall!
Not funny. That will never get old.
See, he's supposed to be saying not funny to Sonic's line about him being a bit of a wreck, but, like, Sonic interrupted himself to go, like, yeah, I hit the thing, we paid it off, and Knuckles just goes, not funny. Yeah, that was cool! It's weird. They have weird scripting issues when it comes to the voice clips, because sometimes you'll, like, interrupt whatever they're saying, and then they'll just follow up with whatever you interrupted with what they were supposed to say. And sometimes the dialogue can be pretty jank, pretty funny that way, but, yeah. I pretty much know exactly where I'm going. That's why I'm not shattering every single rock you see. I'm not going to every single thing with a trail of rings that you might see, because, again, I did a test playthrough. I have been going through these levels, thinking about what I want to collect, and, this is a sort of sped-up version of what I'm trying to do here, so yeah. Also, I believe with these water sections, only Sonic and Tails can do them because they were in the abandoned research facility, and if you try to do it with Knuckles and Amy, they just fall right into the water and drown. Which reminds me, they have some pretty hilarious drowning sound effects. Like, they can't swim normally. None of the characters can swim normally. So, like, if you get Sonic into, like, a body of water, you just hear him go... And, like, it happens to your teammates, too. And it just happens to your teammates when, like, maybe they'll accidentally fall into a body of water and you're still platforming and doing your thing. And then you'll just hear Tails and Knuckles going, like... like, they sound like they're putties from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers or something, you know? And, it can be pretty damn funny. I don't know why they give them this over-exaggerated sound when they're drowning. You'd think they wouldn't want to scream when they're drowning, but whatever.
We got your plants.
Why, you sure did. And what a relief. I will be able to get these guys back on their feet and back at work.
Okay, so for this last glyph, I'm going to be getting double jackpot for Amy. That means she's going to get more bonuses whenever she kills enemies in this game. And that's pretty much it. Those are the 4 glyphs I'm going to be giving those 4 characters. This is what I'm sticking with for the rest of the game. And every time I finish another side quest and I get another glyph, I'm just going to get it and I'm not going to equip it. And I'm just going to be like, whatever. I don't care what I get next. I'm just completing the collection. I'm just finishing up all the side quests. So just give them to me. Give them to me, you know? And that's how that works. Oh, this is a glitch. This was not supposed to happen. For some reason, when I went up into the thing, the camera did a complete 180, and I was looking in the completely wrong direction. So I actually had to stop myself and be like, well, what the fuck was that? And I walked back the way I came, and you can't run back the way you came. You can only walk back the way you came. So I could hit the switch, so I could make these springs appear, so that I could grab onto this zip wire. But when I entered that, the camera did a 180, and I've played this section multiple times. Even in my test playthrough, it didn't do that. But when I was recording the Let's Play, camera decided to bug out and go crazy and just went like 180 on me, and that was pretty funny. I remember when I was trying to go for 100% completion back in 2014, when I was actually giving it an honest shot. I remember that, like, I actually slowly walked Sonic up a loop-de-loop. So, like, I guess this is something you could say has in common with Sonic 06, was that I didn't want to go too fast because I wanted to see all the switches coming. I wanted to be able to hit all the trigger points so that I could get all the zip wires, so I could get all the springs, so that I could find any of the bonus crowns or whatever. And I didn't want to have to run through the speed section all over again. Again, it's really easy to go to a point of no return. And I was just going really slowly, really casually through some of these speed sections because sometimes you can just slow down and you don't have to run at full speed. And eventually I got to a loop-to-loop and Sonic kept walking and he kept walking and I was upside down and I kept walking and I kept walking and I kept walking. So it can happen in this game. At least I don't know about post-patch because that was back in 2014 before this game had a patch. But at least before the patch I was able to walk upside down in a loop-to-loop. So that was pretty funny. Again, these speed sections do not cause me game overs. They do not cause me any real troublesome parts that I'm just repeating over and over and over again. They just kind of play themselves. They're jank, they're crazy, I move really fast, sometimes I run into pillars, but I always end up getting to where I should be going, and it's just a whatever gameplay segment.
Glad to see all of you safe and sound. How do you like the old bird? Not too shabby for being buried for 1,000 years, huh?
Cliff, we found the location for the next crystal. It's across the ocean.
Well, you came to the right place. Let's fire this baby up. Get on board. This is your stop. Everyone off. You might want to jump now.
And here we are, folks. This is the second and final hub world. We're not going back to the canyon at all. This is where we're going to be for the rest of the game. And I gotta say, even though this game's not the most amazing looking game in the world or anything, I still very much appreciate all the various backgrounds in this game, especially with some of the later levels, like the crustacean level that we'll be seeing later. But I do enjoy the backgrounds. I do like seeing everything in the distance, the towers, the palm trees, all the big archaeological ruins and stuff. I think the game can look pretty fantastic at times, but not when the game's glitching out like crazy. Every time you enter a doorway in this town, it always stops to load. Always stops to load. And the characters usually spawn in right behind you. But we are now in a village. We are on Bygone Island. And we can assume this is the village that takes place in the TV show. This is the place where Sonic and his friends spend the majority of their time in the TV show, where every single villager, from Lady Goat to Lady Walrus to Dave the intern, whatever. You can assume they all go here. This is probably Meh Burger, where Sonic and them eat food. You know, this is probably the Meh Burger, but it is so empty and nobody is here. Like, the only NPCs that are here are the ones who give you side quests. Otherwise, this place is a ghost town, and you don't see any of the recurring characters who might actually be in the TV show. So I'm looking around at this village, I'm looking around at this town being like, hey, this is just like the TV show. And nobody's here. Oh, except the mayor.
Hello, heroes who support me in my re-election. Hey, you guys help people, and I need help. Can you help get me re-elected?
Politicians. I'd rather vote you off the island.
Ah, good. You will help. You see, there are numerous reconstruction projects around the island. The uncompleted projects that are in need of, well, a small donation to complete. If you fix them, I'm positive that many secrets will be revealed. And you'll have the gratitude of the townspeople, and of course, Rodents United for the re-election of E Pluribus Fink, Esquire.
We will look into them. I'm sure you will take the credit.
Of course. I am a politician.
So this is Mayor Fink. This is actually a character in the TV show. He is the mayor of this village. And he's also voiced by Mike Pollock, if you couldn't tell, who is also the voice of Dr. Eggman. But, yeah, his side quest, we just have to repair every broken thing in the town. We just have to spend all of our scrap metal to repair all of the destroyed houses and all the structures. And that's pretty much all there is to his side quest. So you see the sign with Mayor Fink's face on it. Hey, let's go into it. 4,000 scrap metal? Why not? It's pretty much the exact same thing as we did in the last hub world. And again, it can get you crowns and stuff if you take advantage of all these repairs. So, might as well do it. Gets you a lot of junk. Lets you get a lot of crowns. Gets you a lot of trinkets. Let's climb up here for another crown.
Bounce pad.
Yes, Amy, bounce pad. I know. Another freaking bounce pad. But now, folks, we're going to be meeting another character in the TV show. One of the main characters of the TV show. One of the big main five, Styx the Badger.
Hi there. You give me shinies, I give you princess crowns, okay?
I hate to be Captain Obvious, but aren't those the same crowns Cliff collects?
Use secret vision to find where the shinies are buried, okay?
You remember all those footprints you were seeing throughout all the various levels in the game? Now I can see them with the Ava device, and they'll glow, and at the end of the trail will be an X. And if you ground pound the X, you will find a trinket. You will find a shiny.
I give you pretty princess crowns, and you can use this here upgrade machine thingamajiggy.
And that's it for Styx the Badger, by the way. That's it. You give her trinkets, you give her shinies, and then she will give you a crown in exchange. And this is also where the shop is located in Bygone Island. But Styx the Badger is like one of the main 5 characters. She's in every episode. She's always with the characters. She's going to be playable in Shattered Crystal and in Fire and Ice, the next 2 Sonic Boom games I'm going to be playing. And that's it. That's the extent of her character in Rise of Lyric. Like, she has nothing more to say. She will show up for like 1 minute in the ending of the game, but that's it for Styx the Badger and Rise of Lyric, which is like baffling to me. Why wouldn't she have a bigger role? Why wouldn't she help you try and like take down Lyric or find the crystals or whatever? That's it? That's all we're gonna have with Styx the Badger? Okay. Who, by the way, is voiced by Nika Futterman, and she does a pretty fantastic job. Again, every time you go to a doorway, it loads, and then the characters always spawn in behind you. Oh, look who's back.
Ahoy, mateys! How did your adventure go? Did you swab the deck of that awful excavation? Nasty business, that is.
I say we avoid him. I've had my quota of crazy for today.
He seems to be in trouble. We help people in trouble.
Super. Let's see what Ahab wants.
I've been thinking, you know. This lyric business is like a tornado taking on a dinghy. Makes a sailor think about the important things in life.
Like your friends.
And your family.
And chili dogs.
Aye, not really keen on the hot dog thing, though. Fish and chips I give ya, but not the roasted land wieners. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes, the important things. Like me brother. We got into a big fight many tides ago. I'd like to drop the anchor and connect with him again. Can you find him for me? I'd be grateful.
Sure. That sounds easy enough. What was the fight about?
Great Neptune's toe jam! That's none of your business. Just find him for me.
Where can we find him?
You won't need a map to find this salamander. Mostly because I have no idea.
Well, actually, Christy, that's none of your business.
Here's a bounce pad.
Shut up!
God damn these characters. But, yeah, we are now moving on to the next location. I would take more time to explore the rest of Bygone Island, but I will be going to various gates and various entrances in this island and this hub world. So don't worry, I'll be showing off the rest of the island later as the game goes on. For now, I'm going to be focusing on moving on to the next level. But again, you know, this game's supposed to be a prequel to the TV show, so I feel like when all the characters from the show are talking to Sonic, and they're actually kind of introducing themselves, or at least they're talking in a way that they don't know you. Like, in the show, they would obviously know Sonic the Hedgehog, greatest hero ever, who's always constantly saving their village. But, like, in the game, it feels like they're meeting them for the first time. So this is supposed to be a prequel where, like, we're meeting the mayor, we're meeting Styx the Badger, we're meeting whoever, insert character here. So, you know, it's weird to do a game tie-in where, like, you, the player, have no idea who any of these characters are, but then again, neither does Sonic. So it's just sort of like, okay, I don't know who anyone is, neither does the characters, and we're not going to establish characters, so we're just going to go through and have an adventure, and yeah. It's weird. It's very weird, but,
That wasn't so hard now, was it?
that's another structure for me to repair, and this actually provides a zip wire, a zip line, that allows me to sail through the city a little bit quicker than usual. Although keep in mind, the thing about zip wires, you can't jump off of them when you're in the middle of a ride. Like, if you're riding along a zip wire, you can't just, like, drop off in the middle. You have to wait until you get all the way to the end of your destination. So, like, if you accidentally hit the zip wire, and then you're going across the entire town being like, wait, I want to see what that is. I want to see what that is. Stop moving! Oh! you can't stop moving, and then it's just like, oh. Okay, so this place is ginormous, and every single character has a section that they can go to in order to find a crown or a treasure chest. Just something I can collect and get some use out of, so... I'm going to start off with Knuckles, and I feel like this is glitched. Those ball spikes here that are stuck in one spot, when I was doing my test playthrough, they were moving left and right, and I had to actually dodge them, but when I started recording the LP... they just hung there, and they just stayed in one spot, and that was not how it was in my test recording, my test playthrough. So, I don't know what happened there. Like I said, Rise of Lyric is a glitchy game. It is pretty jank. It is definitely not polished. But at the end of the day, I'm like, well, does that glitch harm me? Does it hinder my gameplay experience? Does it make the thing so frustrating and annoying for me to play that this is one of the worstest video games I've ever played in my life? No. I don't think so. Some people are going to be very surprised, but I just don't think this is one of the worst Sonic games ever made, you know? It's certainly mediocre. It can certainly be boring with the activities they have you do. You're going to be fighting the same robots over and over again. And if it weren't for my commentary being here, yeah, this wouldn't be the most exciting thing in the world. I definitely grant you that. But again, it's a video game. I feel like playing a video game is much different from watching a video game. And this one does feel better when you're playing it as opposed to watching it. And, I honestly believe that there's a lot of Sonic games that I would not play over Rise of Lyric. Like, there are Sonic games I think are worse than Rise of Lyric. Sonic 3D Blast, isometric viewpoint, where you have to find all the flickies and stuff. Platforming's kind of annoying. Even just jumping into bosses and stuff, not that great. I'd rather play Rise of Lyric. That feels more fun to me than 3D Blast. Sonic and the Secret Rings. Horrible motion controls, really bad progression system where Sonic's not that fun at the beginning of the game, and he won't be that much fun at the end of the game either. And Secret Rings sucks. I don't like Secret Rings. I think Rise of Lyric's a better game than Secret Rings. Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. What a bad RPG for children. That is a really bad RPG for children. I think Rise of Lyric is much better as an adventure platformer for children than Sonic Chronicles is an RPG for children. It also has a better soundtrack than Sonic Chronicles. Again, people want to call me a Sonic apologist. Well, let's pick some recent games, huh? Sonic Lost World on 3DS. So much worse than Rise of Lyric. I hate Frozen Factory 3. I hate Skyroad 2. I hate how the parkour makes it so that you have to be fast in order to climb up things. That game sucks. I've already done a playthrough on it. You know why I think it sucks. I think it sucks way more than friggin' Rise of Lyric. And if I'm going to be really painfully honest, and this will be the best note to end this video on, I was more disappointed by Sonic Forces than I was Rise of Lyric. I don't go back to play Sonic Forces because I don't think it's that fun. And that game could have been a really great Boost Sonic game, but no, it sucks. Sonic Forces sucks. I think Rise of Lyric's at least more ambitious, more interesting. I know, I'm controversial. I'll see you in Part 8.